You got our people that's still in it, that claim to be conscious, that's still in the mindset of some type of velvet revolution taking place to take down this devil. Are you crazy? But that's the thing. Y'all ain't in this Bible. Because if y'all was in this Bible, y'all wouldn't have that mindset. Okay? And when you read things in this Bible like turn the other cheek, that turn the other cheek don't apply to this devil. It says to your neighbor. And according to the biblical definition of neighbor, in the book of Leviticus, the 19th chapter, a neighbor is the child of your people. So your brother, okay? It's telling you to turn the other cheek to your brother, okay? Why? Because we got to worry about this goddamn devil and the mechanisms he got to destroy us as a people, okay? But I'm going to keep going, man. You see, this so-called white man done used this divide and conquer tactic and divided us to where black and black is killing each other, brown and brown is killing each other, and black and brown is killing each other, okay? And as long as that's going on, they get to be on top. But the sooner we realize who we are and that we're brothers and we come together, the sooner this goddamn devil goes down and this revolution and this insurrection starts. And their blood will be shed, man. There will be blood of this devil shed and flowing in the streets. Okay? The scriptures say we will dance in the blood of this devil. The scriptures say when who the world calls Jesus Christ come back, his white garment will be red in the blood of the white man. All right? And we can all prove that in biblical prophecy. Show me where Ra said he was going to be drenched in the blood of this devil. All right? Show me where Seti, show me where any of them goddamn Egyptian gods, any of the walls in Kemet tell you anything like that. You can't. All right? Because all that's not what we need. We need real revolution, and the real revolution is in the Bible, okay? And it's nowhere else.
Warning, there's a Hebrew on the loose, on the prowl, and he's hunting down all the integrationists, all the one love motherfuckers. You know who I'm talking about. So, Royale, if you out there, you better run for cover. Because this Hebrew right here, he goes by the name of Guerrilla Hebrew. So you know having a name like that got to mean something. This brother comes with the passion, with the fire, and with the love for his people. So he's gonna hit you with some tough love right now, brother Royals.
SANETERTV. If it was ever a good time that I could just roll the streets and never hold a beef, if there was ever a bad time, as we just stick together, we could set a better tone on the streets. SANETERTV's right on time. Ain't no masquerade, to no network games to play. It be the new pastime. It be the new pastime. If it was ever a good time, but we could just live in peace and didn't kill our peeps. Ain't no more walking around blind. Ain't no stopping, it's the consciousness that dropping's helping people to see. If we could live in the sunshine without being a slave, free from all stress and hate, would that be the last sign? SANETERTV.
Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Give double honor to the elders of Rawyals and Ahlazar, and shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. All right, it's brother Ahlazar BanLawya here again. Kind of want to do a video in response to a video recently done when brother Royale had came to the House of Consciousness. He was having a dialogue with SANETER and with another older brother whose name escapes me, and he was saying some things, and he was saying things that triggered a lot of thoughts in my head and brought a lot of scriptures to mind through the spirit, and it points out a lot of the flaws in our people's thought process, man. Okay, not only in our people's thought process, but ultimately it shows that what he's trying to bring is solutions to problems that don't make any sense. And again, we keep stressing that the only solution to our problems as a people is in the Bible, okay? And then coming back to the Bible. And we're going to kind of, through the spirit, I want to kind of give you guys an introduction to some of the solutions that the Bible presents for us, okay? And to show that these ideas that these men are creating aren't adequate and aren't sufficient in liberating our people, okay? And the only sufficient explanation and route to our people's liberation is in the Bible, okay? And it's clear, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the things that he said, analyze them, and compare them to what the scriptures have to say, showing that this book is our path to liberation and is a truly revolutionary book, more revolutionary than anything on the walls of Kemet. And this is just an observation that I've been making. I've never seen anything on the walls of Kemet encouraging, insinuating, or instructing a revolution. Yet the Bible has all of those things. It encourages a revolution, it insinuates a revolution, and it instructs us on how to go about establishing that revolution. Okay? But we're going to get into all that here in a second. I want to just touch on some of the points that he was making. The first thing I noticed what the brother Royale is trying to do is he's trying to beat the cracker. He's trying to beat the devil at his own game, which is oxymoronic. This entire system has been established to keep us down and oppressed. There's no way we could fight out of this system with this system. And all of our people that have that ideology need to really wake up to that fact, because our people have been trying to fight the system from within and it hasn't been working. All those attempts have been to no avail. You got these people that are trying to get status correction and this and that, man. All of those things have been to no avail. Look at our people. Have our people, even though you have some of our people that have increased in the knowledge of how to work through this system and how to, as he was referring to, kill people with paperwork, even though some of our people have been savvy to that, where are our people at still today? In the same goddamn place, okay? And you have to understand the so-called white man has an unbreakable bulletproof glass ceiling in this place. Why? Because he learned from, unlike us, he learned from the mistakes of his past. When you go into the ancient Roman Empire and you deal with how the crackers was ruling back then you deal with a man by the name of Septimius Severus, who was a black man who rose to power and became the emperor of Rome going back to 173 AD. They know not to ever let something like that happen again and to never let a black man truly gain power again. Okay? They have a bulletproof glass ceiling to prevent anything like that from happening. All right? But real quick, you trying to beat this devil at his game. You talking about running for office. You want to play by their rules. You cannot play by their rules and expect to beat them. Okay? You can't defeat them in their arena, man. All right? And I'm going to get a quick scripture. This Proverbs 3:31. And this is why we need to follow the Bible. The Bible gives us explicit instructions on how to better ourselves and our people. Okay? And because y'all ain't following it, that's why y'all out here looking stupid. Because frankly, Royale wasn't looking that good, man. Okay? And the comment, people was talking on the comment boards, man. And I understand that him, you know, and he had a good little building experience he had with my elders, you know, and I seen, you know, and I don't necessarily just want to outright down him. But what I want to say is he's misguided, man. He's really misguided. He's been misguided by some of the people he looks to as role models, and he's misguiding himself. Okay, and the scriptures is going to give us the guidebook, and we're going to prove that. Okay, this Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. The scriptures tell us to choose none of his ways. So we are not to operate like the so-called white man operates, like the devil operates. We are better than him intellectually, physically, spiritually, on every level. So why are we going to operate his ways? Why are we going to stoop down to his level? We're not going to stoop down to his level and play his games, because we're better than that. He is our oppressor. We are to learn none of his ways as commanded by the Holy Bible, man. All right? So y'all got to remember that, man. And y'all got to really understand these scriptures and the guidebook it lays down for us, man. And the roadmap it lays down for us for our ultimate liberation and our ultimate rulership of this entire planet Earth. Okay? I'm going to keep going, though. And the older brother, again, his name escapes me, forgive me. But he made a great statement. He said, this devil is the same. Because Royale was trying to play it as if the so-called white man that changed up. This devil is the same goddamn devil he's always been. And that's also according to the Holy Bible. This Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Now, that's not, people will read that like it's talking about some type of spooked out being, man. Some type of actual demonic being that fell from heaven. No, that's talking about the so-called white man. That old serpent who deceived the whole world. No damn red dude with horns and a goddamn pitchfork went around the whole world deceiving it. The white man did that. The cracker did that. That's the devil. And they said that's that old serpent. Meaning he's been the same devil since the beginning of time, and he ain't been doing nothing but lying and trying to get over on and oppress our people since the beginning of time. That is his purpose of existence, man. Okay? So he's the same devil. He uses the same evil, demonic, deceptive tricks and fuckery. All right? So we need to remember that, man. Okay? And y'all need to get it out of your head like he's some type of different devil. And y'all dreaming about just reparations and all that shit, man. Before I woke up to who I was, man, and when I didn't know a goddamn thing, I really believed in that reparations shit, man. But you know what reparations is? Reparations is, matter of fact, I got to get another scripture real quick. And I'm going to show you what reparations is, all right? And reparations is promised to us in the Holy Bible. All right, we're going to show you what reparations is in the book of Revelations, coincidentally enough. Okay, we're going to go to Revelations 13, and I'm going to start at at verse 10. Okay? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's reparations. Did the so-called white man not lead the black, Hispanic, and Native American man into some form or fashion of captivity? Yes, he did. So what does he get in return for that? Captivity. That's reparations, okay? Putting this devil in slavery and making his slavery 2 to 10 times worse than he did to us, okay? I'm going to keep reading. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Did he not slay us with the sword, both the ancient sword and the modern day sword? All right, the different mechanisms they have and they have invented to kill our people. So now it's their turn to get that. That's real reparations. Okay, let me keep reading. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's what we as the saints of the Most High need to be patiently waiting for. As the black and Hispanic man, as the Lord's people, we are to be patiently waiting for the time when the Lord is going to allow us to pay them back for what they did to us. Okay, recompense them double, as the scriptures say, for what they did to us. That's true reparations. Not no goddamn fiat currency. Not no land in America that's a desolate land and will soon be a perpetual waste and be destroyed, man, by thermonuclear destruction. I don't want no land in America. I don't want none of this American money. I want the blood and I want to whip the backs of those that whipped my ancestors' backs. Okay, that's real reparations. Okay, you niggas need to get out of this goddamn docile ass state of mind and wake up to what's really going on, man. This devil gotta go, and the Bible tells us that. Ancient Kemet don't tell us that. The Bible tells us that. All right, but we're going to keep going. Okay, and that's the thing. The whole thing of this revolution, when is this revolution going to come? Well, the scriptures tell us, number one, the first thing we need to do in order for this revolution to be ushered in is we need to get right spiritually. And the more of us that get right spiritually, pursuant to the words of the Holy Bible, and come back to who we are and start trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to the best of our abilities, that's when this insurrection and this revolution will be ushered in. You know, he's talking about a velvet revolution. He's talking about a bloodless, bulletless revolution. A velvet revolution is not reality, man. Anybody who thinks a velvet revolution, meaning a revolution, a non-violent revolution, is going to take place in order for this so-called white man to be ushered out, the most proud bastard in the world, and for the black man to get the black and Hispanic man. Let's not forget our brothers, even though some of them are lighter tone and some of them might think I'm Hispanic. I'm not Hispanic, man. I'm a so-called Haitian, for the record. Okay, but the whole thing is this: for us to get reinstilled at our proper state, which is the height of the hill, which is the rulers of the world, this white man got to go down with violence. And the Bible tells us that. With violence, he must go down. Okay? Ain't going to be no velvet revolution. This devil who is ruled and not patronized, but ruled and terrorized the entire planet Earth with the sword, with blood, with violence, with rape, robbery, and murder. You think he going to go down without violence, without rape, robbery, and murder? Are you crazy? Man, you niggas in this mindset, man, I'm getting hot. You know, and forgive me for getting hot, pardon my zeal, but the whole thing is, you got our people that's still in it, that claim to be conscious, that's still in the mindset of some type of velvet revolution taking place to take down this devil. Are you crazy? But that's the thing, y'all ain't in this Bible, because if y'all was in this Bible, y'all wouldn't have that mindset. Okay, and when you read things in this Bible like turn the other cheek, that turn the other cheek don't apply to this devil. It says to your neighbor. And according to the biblical definition of neighbor, in the book of Leviticus, the 19th chapter, a neighbor is the child of your people. So your brother, okay, it's telling you to turn the other cheek to your brother, okay? Why? Because we got to worry about this goddamn devil and the mechanisms he got to destroy us as a people, okay? But I'm going to keep going, man. All right? But again, we got to get right spiritually, okay, for this revolution to come. And I'm going to get a couple scriptures proving that. This Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, and it's going to be the 15th to the 17th verse. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah. Who is Judah? That's your Negro, your West Indian, and your Haitian man. Okay, the southern kingdom, the three southern tribes, the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay, as I spoke about in previous videos, the nation of Israel was split into two kingdoms. Okay, and started to function as two nations. And we forsook the northern kingdom, who then later came over to this side of the world, mingled with the heathen, got their lighter complexion, and are known as the Latino and Native American. Okay? But I'm going to keep going. For Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions, and take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim. Okay? And for all the house of Israel, his companions. So it said, take a stick, write the names of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. That's why when you see us out there on the street corners, we have a sign that has the 12 tribes of Israel, their ancient biblical identity and their current identity, the Negro, West Indian, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Dominican, all the way down. All right, I'm gonna keep going though. and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. All right. So we need to wake our people up. We need to spread this message to our people, wake them up, bring our people back to who we are. And as more of us come back to who we are, we will see this revolution and this insurrection inevitably begin. All right. Because we're going to become one in the Lord's hand. You see, this so-called white man done used this divide and conquer tactic and divided us to where black and black is killing each other, brown and brown is killing each other, and black and brown is killing each other, okay? And as long as that's going on, they get to be on top. But the sooner we realize who we are and that we're brothers and we come together, the sooner this goddamn devil goes down and this revolution and this insurrection starts. And their blood will be shed, man. There will be blood of this devil shed and flowing in the streets. Okay, the scriptures say we would dance in the blood of this devil. The scriptures say when who the world calls Jesus Christ come back, his white garment will be red in the blood of the white man. All right, and we can all prove that in biblical prophecy. Show me where Ra said he was going to be drenched in the blood of this devil. All right, show me where Seti, show me where any of them goddamn Egyptian gods, any of the walls in Kemet tell you anything like that. You can't. All right, because all that's not what we need. We need real revolution, and the real revolution is in the Bible, okay? And it's nowhere else, all right? But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, okay? What does it mean when he say he will send for many fishers? When we out there on the street corners yelling at our people, letting them know that they fucking wicked as hell, and letting them know they need to come back to who they are, that's us fishing. That's the Lord saying send it for many fishers, okay? Right now we in the fishing stage, all right? But let me keep reading. Saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. We fishing our people. We fishing the black and Hispanic man. We trying to hook them in and reel them in to back to who they are. All right. And after will I send for many hunters. Okay. So after this fishing stage is over, what the Lord said he will send for many hunters. And what the hunters do? They come to kill. Meaning after the fishing period is done, after we have built the army of Israel, after the Lord has put the spirit on us to rebuild the house of David here on earth, the Lord is going to send us out to hunt, okay? And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So ain't going to be no velvet revolution. We need to wake our people up. And once enough of our people are woken up, what needs to happen, we're going to get the hunt, okay? So this revolution is going to have blood. There will be blood in this revolution. There will be blood in this insurrection to take this goddamn devil down and this coup d'etat, all right? I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to get another scripture. This is Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Who is the battle axe and weapons of war? The black, Hispanic, and Native American man is the battle axe and weapons of war of the Most High God. And we will break in pieces these devils, as it's getting ready to say. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the Lord said he's going to use us to break in pieces this goddamn devil and destroy his kingdom. Okay? Show me some shit like that on the walls of Kemet. Show me that type of revolution and insurrection and taking down of our oppressor anywhere on the walls of Kemet. You can't, because it's not there. So you need to get your head out of that goddamn Pharaoh's ass and come back to the Bible. That's your book. Okay? This is the book that promotes the establishment of your people as the infinite, perpetual, dominating race on the face of the earth. All right? And you know Nat Turner, man. Let's talk about Nat Turner. Because did Nat Turner read the fucking walls of Kemet? Did the walls of Kemet inspire him to lead that revolt and to kill them crackers? No, he started reading the Bible, and that's what inspired him to do that revolt. The true revolutionaries of our history were into the Bible, okay? The ones that actually did something, not the ones who spoke about nothing, the ones that actually led revolution, okay? When you deal with the Haitian Revolution, Toussaint Louverture and them, man, they was into the Bible. They wasn't into the ancient writings of Kemet, all right? And they had revolutions and they killed these crackers. And they actually made progress. Okay? So y'all need to get into this Bible. That's what it really all boils down to. All right? I'm going to get another scripture though. In Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Meaning at an appointed time, this insurrection and this revolution will take place. And this devil going to go down, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Most High God, in the name of his son. Okay, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. It's been a long time, it seems like. You know, our people are running out of ideas and to try to take this devil down. But what you need to do is get right, okay? And the more of us that get right, that means we're going to be even closer to the time of this devil going down. Because like the scriptures say, it is yet for an appointed time, all right? Let me keep reading. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Meaning this so-called white man is going to go down. And our kingdom is going to be reestablished, okay? Though it tarry, wait for it. though it may be happening not in a time period that according to our feeble human understanding is expedient to us, but it's going to happen, okay? And I'll go as far as to say it'll likely happen within our lifetime, okay? I can't say that for sure, but I'll say that it will likely happen, all right? I mean, just look around, man. Be observant. The scriptures say to be sober and vigilant, man, okay? And when you're vigilant, you can see all these prophecies shaping up in this white man going the fuck down. He could feel his power slipping, okay? He could feel it. That's why he's so scared. That's why he's doing so much moves of desperation. This devil feels his fucking power slipping, okay? As the time draws nearer and nearer to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's return and the ushering in of our kingdom, all right? I'm going to move to the next point, though, okay? And then he was talking about integration. And he tried to put a spin on integration as if integration was in any way positive for us and our people, which it wasn't, okay? There was no, well, we birthed the whole nation, so we got to take care of our kids. What type of bullshit excuses? That is weak, man. I'm just going to come straight. That was weak, okay? And we're dealing with integration, okay? Integration was terrible. You got to think about this, though. If we was following the Bible, if our people was following the Bible, we would have never integrated. And I know the majority of the masses of the conscious community agrees that integration was one of the worst and most detrimental things to our people. But if we were following the Bible and not worried about what the fuck was written on the walls of Kemet, we would have knew that already and we wouldn't have did that, all right? Showing that our people need to follow the Bible. It is the most expedient book for our people, man. It is the most expedient book for the betterment of our people, all right? But I'm going to read this scripture. In not Proverbs, but the book of Sirach, the 12th chapter, the 10th verse. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so as his wickedness. Meaning never trust this white man. Never trust that devil. All right, because he is always going to be the same wicked devil who is conniving as all hell and always is trying to overthrow us and always is trying to keep us down. So if our people were reading the Bible, we would have never got down with this cracker and integrated. All right, we would have never failed for them putting up them puppets like Martin Luther King up there. All right, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go to Exodus. Let's go to the law. It's Exodus 23 and verses 32 to 33. Thou shalt make no covenant with them. We was not to make a covenant with this devil, okay? And if we were following the Bible, we never would have. So what do our people need to do? Follow the Bible. That's evident, okay? And we showing that. Y'all, a lot of y'all might not like the Bible, but guess what? You can't argue with the scriptures that are being brought out and the facts being brought before you. And you can't argue with the fact that nothing suggesting any of this is on the walls of Kemet. Therefore, what do we need to follow and what is better for our people? The Bible, all right? And coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee. Exactly. And following the ways of the white man have been snares unto us. And even following the ways of the Kemetic people have been snares unto us, because they're not our people either. And we shouldn't make no covenants with them either. All right? But I'm going to keep going. Go back to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand, though you got our people trying to join up with these devils and with these other nations, even these Hamitic people, all right? The wicked, which is the so-called white man, according to biblical definition, shall not be unpunished, all right? But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So regardless of this integration, guess what? This so-called white man gonna get his punishment, and the seed of the righteous, which is the black, Hispanic, and Native American man, will be delivered, all right? Let's go to Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you got guys like Rawyals trying to tell us to basically join unto these people, trying to get in bed with them, get in their arenas and play by their rules. But what does the scripture say? Everyone that is found with them shall be thrust through. So you got our people that are sympathizing with this devil, joining up with this devil. Guess what? They're going to go down too, because they black devils. Ain't that what the conscious community like to call them, black devils? Well, guess what's going to happen to the black devils? They want to play by the white man's rules. They're going to die right along with the white man when the revolution starts, man. All right? But, and then real quick, he's talking about, what did this man say? He says something along the lines of, something about the so-called white man and what he do. And I believe it was something that had to do with what he was saying as far as we everybody's child, or everybody's our child rather, so we got to take care of them or something like that. Man, let me tell you something about this so-called fucking white man, all right? There's a reason that he done gone all around the world, okay? Because, well, number one, because he's the devil and he can't fucking help himself. And the Bible tells us this, all right? There's a reason why the so-called white man done went to every fucking continent and raped, robbed, and murdered and colonized a goddamn place. And now he's trying to recolonize places he already fucking colonized. Because he's the fucking devil, all right? Let's read this, though. And to hell with all them goddamn politicians. You got this dude, Rawyals, trying to go and talk to these fucking politicians. They got their head so far up this goddamn devil's ass it don't make no sense. Fuck them politicians. They got to die right along with this devil, all right? And I'm just going to say that straight. But let me get into this. This is the book of Psalms, 37th chapter, 35th verse. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree, okay? That's why the so-called white man want to spread himself all over the world, because he's the wicked. And what does it say? The wicked is in great power and he spreadeth himself like the green bay tree. That's why you see the white man all over the goddamn world oppressing somebody, okay? That's in the Bible told us about what the white man was going to be and in the characteristics of the wicked and the devil. All right, them goddamn pyramid texts, none of them papyruses, none of them goddamn what is it? Pyramid writing, coffin writing, none of that bullshit tells us anything like this. Okay, and if we would have been reading the Bible actually and not reading the watered down doctrine that this devil gave us, our people wouldn't be in this fucking position. But our people believe that doctrine, and then some of our people noticed that doctrine's bullshit, so they ran away from the Bible and went to Kemet and are still fucking lost. Come into this Bible, crack it open, read it for yourself, and you'll see this devil. You'll see this devil described in grave detail, and you will see how to combat this devil, both spiritually and later physically, is documented in that Bible, okay? But I'm going to keep going, okay? And I'm going to go to Habakkuk, the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 5th verse. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. What is wine? Okay, wine, figuratively in the scriptures, symbolizes philosophy. How does the so-called white man transgress? Through his philosophy. He indoctrinates people with his philosophy, giving people ideas like being a fucking faggot is okay. Okay? Like interracial fucking, like black women laying down with white men is the thing to do. That's why they give us TV shows like Scandal and beat that into the black woman's head to further destroy our people. All right? I'm going to keep going. He is a proud man. Who's prouder than this white man? Nobody. You see, this Bible gives us explicit descriptions and details of things that those walls of Kemet couldn't hold a candle to. And they should have. Because we should have been warned about this. Okay? But guess what? Kemet, the Lord ain't dealing with Kemet. Moreover, we are not the people of Kemet. It's why none of that shit that's written on the walls of Kemet is valuable to us today. The only thing valuable to us today is the words of this Bible. All right? And it's clear. I'm going to keep reading. He is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home. Is he still in the Caucasus foothills of Georgia, Russia? No, he's all over the fucking world. Okay? I'm going to keep reading. Who enlargeth his desire as hell. Okay? Meaning he want to heat the entire earth. He's insatiable. He wants the entire earth to be raped, robbed, and murdered, and desolate, and left without any resources. Okay? He's like Venom or Carnage, if you're familiar with the Spider-Man comic book. Okay, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what the so-called white man is doing. You mean that's not what the so-called white man is doing? Please explain to me another group of people that's doing that. We all know the so-called white man is doing that, and the Bible been done warned us about the shit. But you niggas was too busy looking at some goddamn pyramid carvings to realize that all the answers was right under your nose in the Bible the whole time. All right. But I'm going to go to the next scripture, okay? This is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's the so-called white man's inward thought, that America will never be brought down, and that they're going to get away with this wickedness until the fucking end of time, rather. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, meaning they go into these places, they conquer these places, and they give these places their own name. Case in point, America, okay? You got a place called Columbus, Georgia. You got a country called Colombia. You got a country called Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, all these places. What happened? The so-called white man put his name on those places after he conquered the indigenous people of those places. He also did it in parts of Africa and parts of all over the fucking world. Okay? Hong Kong was a British province at one point or another. Okay? So we got to remember that, man. The Bible explicitly gives us an in-depth description of this devil, what he's going to do, how to identify him, and again, how to spiritually and physically combat his ass. All right? But I'm going to keep going. I'm move to the next point, though. Now, I kind of want to switch gears because I've kind of been getting at him. I kind of been getting on Rawyals. Okay, but what I want to do is take it back and and sort of come to his defense on a certain point because, you know, I felt like they were trying to play him out because he was a young man. Okay, and the whole thing is, when you're dealing with somebody that's a young man, a lot of people in our community, the so-called Black and Hispanic community, shun the young ones. Okay, and you can't do that, right? And that's irresponsible to do that and to shun the young ones. All right. Because the fact of the matter is, when we deal with the Bible, we deal with balance. The Bible does command you to respect your elders. The Bible also tells you that the Lord is mostly dealing with the younger men. All right? Why? Because the younger men are more fit and able-bodied to be soldiers for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's why. All right? And let's see what the Bible got to say, because I felt like Rawyals' youth was being despised. Okay? This is 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word and conversation, in charity and spirit and faith and purity. Okay, so let no man despise your youth. Just because you're a young man, don't let these people look down on you. And always be an example, okay, of the truth. Always be an example of a true revolutionary according to the Spirit. All right? I'm going to get another one, though. It's Matthew 21:6. It's out the mouth of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And said unto him, Hearest thou what these say? And Jesus saith unto them, Yea, have ye never read, out of the mouth of babes and sucklings thou hast perfected praise. Exactly. So praise is perfected in the mouth of us young men. All right. So you older men out there, don't be despising the youth or looking down upon the young men just because we young bucks. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is ultimately dealing with the young bucks. All right. You got to remember that. Okay, because we coming in this thing young, we able-bodied, we got that fiery spirit, and the Lord gonna have us out here doing His bidding. Okay, not to say that there's not elders. We got the elders of GMS are a perfect example. But when did they start? When they was young men, and they were raised up in this thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna get another scripture though here in the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, the 8th verse. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time. So just because you old don't mean shit. All right, it's about what you've done. It's about your works. It's about the difference and the impact you've made to your people in the name of the Most High God, more importantly, over anything else. Okay? Nor that is measured by number of years. All right? I'm going to go back. And I got one more. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Exactly. So remember the Most High while you're a young man, so you can truly dedicate yourself in the prime of your age to the Most High God and to the fight for His people. All right. So I just wanted to bring that out. And again, you know, I want y'all to really take into consideration the scriptures that were presented and, you know, the issues that was presented. All right. And remember that the walls of Kemet don't have anything like that on them. OK, so really don't be intellectually and spiritually irresponsible and really weigh the matter and balance it out. What book is more important and better for our people? Okay, what instructions are more and better and imperative for our people? Would it be the Bible, or would it be the Kemet or the Enuma or whatever, man? Whatever bullshit you follow. Which is better? The Quran even. This Bible, man, the things that are written in this Bible are unprecedented and unparalleled. Okay, like the scriptures say, none shall want her mate, which the elders have brought out to SANETERTV, you know, when they was chopping it up with them recently. None shall want her mate. There's no book, no anything, no philosophy, no thought process, anything that holds a candle to this Bible. This Bible gives us explicit instructions. And if we follow in the masses, if we follow these explicit instructions, we will see deliverance and we will see the destruction of the so-called white men. All right. But with that, I want to say shalom.